Okay, this is going to be the war between Poland and Belarus. So, we have nothing really happens before the war, but soon after the war begins. So, Germany, the Czech Republic, then Hungary, Ukraine, Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia joined, and then Slovakia joined. So then the red team has Russia, Belarus, and nothing else. But then and now it's the beginning of the war. So the Belarusian troops pushing into Poland. Well, they start pushing into Poland as they're marching their way in. They push into Poland, not as fast as you think, but they do push in. The Belarusian dreams are to try to capture the capital of Poland. Then after that, they push into Lithuania, and after keep on pushing into them, they successfully get the south part of Lithuania, which they think that's good enough. Then we see Belarus try to gain back their fallen land because of Ukraine in the Ukraine versus Russia war. So now they try to retake that fallen land back, but it doesn't work and they get entirely pushed back by the Ukraine army in like 2 minutes. But after that, their army starts to get the new land starts to get pushed back entirely, pretty fastly, taking back almost the entirety of Poland. But then they start pushing back in Lithuania, which goes pretty good. Taking over here, down here, all the way over here. Taking back the entire south would be good, but they soon after keep on doing it. And then after doing that, it's pretty good for them at that point. Now the Ukraine troops start pushing in over here, the parts of Belarus, the south part of Belarus, and the west part of Russia are pushed in by Ukraine pretty fastly. Then we see some of the troops at the border of Belarus go crazy, and then the Belarusian troops got their chance to take back Lithuania, the south of Lithuania. So they push it again really fastly, which goes well. Soon after, taking back the south, Lithuania. They still don't think that's enough, so they surround the capital and destroy it. And then it's entirely annexed by Belarus. Just like that. And now Lithuania is now a part of Belarus and Russia, or the Warsaw Pact, the Moscow Pact. So the Polish troops are able to push out Belarus from their territory. After doing that, they push back into Lithuania, start going back up toward the capital just to bring back Lithuania from the dead. They start pushing as fast as they can, and soon after they are able to re-grab Lithuania and bring them back from the dead, which is pretty good for them. Because of that, they regained the entirety of Lithuania. After we see that, we see the Ukraine troops. They just saw that Belarus took them, so they're starting to think it's a good idea to try to get Belarus's capital. But before that, they take the Russia territory over here. That's randomly over here. And then soon after, they're able to take it under their control, Lithuania and Polish control. And now Belarus thinks it's a good time to redo some stuff by taking some land back. I don't think it's going to be bad, but it probably is gonna be bad. They soon after we grab Ukraine's newfounded land and push back, and we grab Russia's land from Ukraine, newfounded land. After taking that, they think it's a good idea to go ahead and get a little bit more of Ukraine out of them. So soon after, we see the Belarusian troops start to push into Lithuania, and soon after, they start having troops take back Poland. And after that, they meet up, and soon after, get back the Kaliningrad, which is the part of Russia that's off of it. So soon after, they re-grab Kaliningrad, which is good. But after pushing them, it's not that much better for the Belarusian troops. So I think now they're gonna win. But then soon after, they start losing more territory just by the second because of Ukraine troops knowing what's happening, and Polish troops and Lithuania troops. Soon after, they push them back to the Kaliningrad and then start taking over here, then takes out the entirety of Belarus over here. Then the borders of the walls are kind of broken down, so they rebuild them after a while, building up Kaliningrad, and then Lithuania and Poland's borders, which are finally built back up. And then soon after, they decide to split Kaliningrad up between them both. Lithuania gets the north of Kaliningrad, and then Poland gets the south of Kaliningrad. After we see that, we see Ukraine thinking of an idea to do something. So soon after, we see them start to grab over here. It takes all the way up here. Then the capital is starting to get pushed to by Ukraine, which is pretty well for Ukraine. And then we have our first country eliminated, our second country between North Korea, and now it's Belarus who gets eliminated. So after that, they start making up borders for the new Belarus getting split up between the countries. Ukraine gets most of the land. Poland's borders are made, taking a little bit of Ukraine, just so they can have a better front between another enemy, Russia. Soon after, Ukraine gains the countries start gaining their new land one by one. Ukraine's the first one to get it, which goes pretty well, and now there's more population in Ukraine. There you have Poland getting their new land, just like this. After getting their new land, the Lithuania gets theirs soon after. Now Latvia gets its new land, which is pretty good for them. After retaking them, Latvia finally gets its new land. It's a little bit of struggles with borders. And then Russia gets its part for itself of Belarus. It gets part of Belarus. And then Ukraine think it's starting to be a good idea for them to attack Russia again, just by invading them. So soon they start taking the Russian land from the east back again before Belarus regained that land and Russia gained it back. But then we now see Russia starting to struggle in this war. So then Ukraine decides to regain some of their fallen land in really long time ago, but now Russia just gives it to them, entirely, all that land lost for them, and then the borders are decided between Belarus, Ukraine and Russia. So after the borders are built up, I just want to say, before you watch this video, watch the other videos, and because that'll give you a good line of what's happening. So hope you liked the video. So bye everybody.